Okay, for those of you who have either coming back from like a hamstring injury or you just have tight hamstrings, if you have any lower back issues, this could be a good one for you. So I'm going to modify and do a version of a sun salutation or a stretch, but I'm going to use a rise. So that's what I've got because I'm in the gym, but you could use a chair. Just make sure that whatever you're using, and it can be as high or as low as works best for you, and you'll find that out as you work with it. Just make sure that it's very secure, that it's not going to wobble or move or slide, okay? That's very important because you can really hurt yourself. Okay, so let's have a go at this. So bring the feet in nice and close. Again, always beginning in your mountain pose, nice and tall, belly in. Take a breath in, hands out and up. Breathe out, swan dive to your standing forward bend. Only this time you've got the rise here or the step or your chair, and you can place the hands on the chair, spread the fingers, wrists beneath the shoulders, and then you can sink it down just to wherever you can. Make sure your belly button is in and that you're hinging from the hips. You're not locked out through the back of the knees, but you are feeling the hamstring stretch. So if that's obviously too strong for you, you might be higher on a chair. If that's too easy for you, then you'll have something lower down. So you could just have some sort of a box kind of a shape. From here, feeling into the hamstring stretch, pick something up under my foot. We're going to take the right foot back into a lunge and bring the knee to the mat. Then we're going to take the other knee to the mat and walk the hands in. And then we're going to walk back a little bit and just adjust ourselves so that the knees are beneath the hips and the wrists are beneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers. Then we take the tailbone to the heels, finding your cat stretch, extension through the fingertips. Breathe. Lift the tailbone around through the spine. And then just draw the hips forward to wherever you can handle. Wrist beneath the shoulders if possible, suck the belly in. And then if you can sink the hips through, then do so. Make sure you squeeze the glutes and feel into the lower back muscles. When you feel into those lower back muscles, you know that they're getting stronger. That doesn't mean pinching, pulling, that means you can feel the strength in them. And then lift and around, tailbone to the heels, cat stretch. You can do that quite a few times. This is a really nice little flow to really help you warm up pretty much most of the body. Then when you're ready to come out of it, come back onto all fours. Walk the knees in a bit closer to your step. Make sure the knees are beneath the hips. So knees beneath the hips. And then press the palms to either your step or whatever it is that you've got. Make sure that you're not too far away, and I want you to press it away from yourself. Curl the toes under, and you can do this one at a time if you want to. So you can either lift, if this is nice and secure. If you're not sure about it, do one foot, then the other. Get the hands nice and secure, shoulder width apart, spread the fingers. Then walk the feet back until you can sink the heel to the ground. I don't want you to be really far back because then you're likely to push this away from yourself. Keep the heels to the mat. And then this is creating a down dog that's not as deep. And then you can sink the weight into your heels and relax your head between your arms, just to wherever you can. Belly button in, feeling those hamstrings. Even if you're actually well practiced, this is a good idea to do this because it allows you to get the heels to the ground and then to stretch the muscles between that are preventing you from getting those heels to the ground. So likely the calf and the Achilles muscles. Breathe. So when you're ready, gaze forward, step the foot in, step the left foot in, bend into the knees a little, Take your arms out and up. High prayer. Find that gentle back bend. Shift the hips forward. Squeeze into the glutes. Release your hands out and down. Roll through the shoulders. Now, of course, if you're just warming yourself up, you can do this as slowly as you like. And if you were just doing this first thing in the morning, I would take every step of it and repeat. So breathe in, hands out and up. Breathe out, swan dive to standing forward bend. Then bend into the knees, gaze forward. Back to standing forward bend. Bend into the knees and gaze forward. Back to standing forward bend. You can do this as fast or as slow as you like. Just make sure you're warming into those hamstrings. Take the right foot and then alternate the feet, of course. I did the right foot before, so I'm going to do the left foot this time. Bring the left knee down. I'm going to take that other knee back and walk my hands very carefully down, and then adjusting myself back a little bit into your cat stretch. Lift and round, finding your cobra, and you can do this as many times as it feels good for you. I love doing this. Feels beautiful. Coming onto all fours, walk the feet in and the knees in a bit closer in towards your step. Walk the hands onto the step. If you're not sure about the step, remember, 1 foot at a time to come up. And then take your foot back to wherever you can sink the heel to the mat, because you'll have more control that way. Feet within the hip line, hands shoulder width apart. Sink down through the heels and then sink your head between your arms. Lifting up out of the shoulders. Suck the belly in. Now if you want to from here, if you need a bit of extra warming into the calves or the hamstrings, you can walk one heel and then the other. It's a nice way to add more dynamic stretching. Sink the heels down. Gaze towards your hands. Lift up onto the toes. This is a good technique for you to get in practice of. Suck the belly in, lift it around through the spine, bring your body weight forward. So you get a little bit of strengthening in your upper body. Just come forward until it's like it's doable for you. And then step the foot in, left foot in. Then step the right foot in till you're back to your standing forward bend. And that will help you to build up some upper body strength without going too far. Bend into the knees. Hands down and up. Gentle back bend. Release the arms out and down. Roll through the shoulders. And shake it out. I hope that helps. A few of you had asked me to break down, a bit more of the forward bend and that sort of thing for those who weren't as flexible in the hamstring or coming back from injury. So I hope that really helps. I've had in one of my classes someone, what was she? She was in her mid-70s. She'd had both hips replaced, she'd had a broken neck, she'd had so many things. And it was just a matter of modifying and seeing how to create her practice around her body, and there's always a way to do it. There's always a way, unless you're acutely injured and still healing, obviously then you need to rest, but but once your body's healed, it needs to move and to be active and to open, and so that you can be mobile and so that you can function and so that you can have, a good value of life. So I hope that helped. Please leave a like it if you liked it. Comment in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback on this little modification. I think it's great. It's actually good for people who can do a full sun salutation, but I find that when you break things down, even if you're more advanced, when you go back to basics and really break things down, there's always gold there. You can always improve. Remember, yoga is not about the goal. It's about the journey, and we're all on our own individual journey. I'm not naturally flexible. I've had to earn every bit of flexibility. I'm naturally strong but not flexible. So yeah, just have gratitude for where you're at. Remember that where you're starting from may be somebody else's goal. You know, where you're starting from, you might be like, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. But you know, someone else is like, oh, I can't wait till I'm able to do what she can do or he can do. So it's always good to be mindful of that, so that you can be grateful for this wonderful body in its awesome different shapes and forms that it comes in its uniqueness, having gratitude. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. Bye.